Well, hello everyone. Hold on one second. Let me make sure that we are on. I've been having problems with this and I just okay. It's working. Cool. So, anyways, thank you for joining me for my simple Sunday. This is Anissa with Stamping with Anissa, and I come on every Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to show you a simple project that I use using Stampin' Up! Product. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and yeah, let's see. I'm having, let's just get with it. I'm having a BOGO sale. And so, for people who are not familiar with what a BOGO sale is, you buy one get one free. But it's sort of weird because the way it works is that you would have to buy a Stampin' Up! Product off of my website, off of my Stampin' Up! Store, and then what would happen is then the product that you purchase through my store, um, before taxes, whatever that amount is, I'm just going to pretend like it's $100, okay? $100. Then you can select from my stash of items that I'm going to have posted. It's going to be on Facebook and I'm going to have it in albums, and you can pick from my stash of items in my Facebook albums. And I'll explain more what that looks like, but up to, because like I said, you purchased $100 worth of Stampin' Up! Product before taxes, right? And then you would go ahead and pick $100 worth of Stampin' Up! Product from my little from my stash. And so you get that without paying me $100. You just have to buy $100 worth of Stampin' Up! Product through my store. Once after I see that you've purchased that, because I'll be able to see it, then I'll go ahead and mail you those items. And like I said, that's just very high level kind of stuff. So there's more to it, and I will show you. I'll go ahead and more information is going to be coming out soon. But you know what? I wanted to also show you. Here's some of the stuff that's going to be in my store. I mean, in my stash. So, sorry. Some of the things that I will be having in my store. Now, this is just stuff that I have from the past. Let me go ahead and do this. Okay. Maybe this. There we go. Okay. So, oh, my little mouse. So here's one stamp set, right? Here's a stamp set that's going to be in my store. Here's another one. So the price that I'm going to put on it is mainly going to be what it is as a bundle. I don't really get them as bundles, but so here's and this is the way that I usually keep them, right? I usually do it like this. Some of them I don't do it this way, but here's the dies, and then here's a stamp set. A lot of them are gently used, very gently used. Okay, and so so there's that, and here's another one. Like I said, I'll have other ones as well. And let's see here. Here's another one. So this right here is, God, I've forgotten when this was, but some of them are unopened packs of paper, right? This is all my Love Designer Series paper. So this one is one, and here's another one. They're unopened, so, and they'll be on in my album on Facebook, right? And here's another one, really pretty. So, and let's see here. So those are just some of the things. That's just like a sneak preview of some of the items that are going to be on my in my stash for my BOGO sale. Like I said, it's going to be from May May 18th through the 20th. So it's for a limited amount of time. And then it'll close. I think I have it for 8. Is it 8 or 8 a.m. or either 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time? I need to put that down because I have a habit of forgetting. And on the 20th, we'll close it, and then I start preparing to get it shipped. Okay. But yeah, that's a little bit about the BOGO sale. And like I said, there's more information that's going to be coming out. And if you have any questions about it, reach out to me. I'd really like to just, ask them questions and I can clear it up. But from there to this, if you don't have one of these, reach out to me. I'd really love to get this in your hands. If you don't have a demonstrator that you're currently working with, just let me know and I can send you one of these catalogs. These catalogs. So this came out on May 4th, I think. And this is the newest catalogs, and I swear their pictures are so pretty. They've always been, it's just so pretty. You could look at them forever just because they're really colorful, and just the ideas and inspiration that you get from this catalog is great. But so today though, I am going to be showing you this one bundle, and I actually have the paper for it too. And you think I would have it ready, but I don't have it ready. I know, isn't that a cool one? Okay, hold on a second. Let me figure this out first. And top it off, I don't have my glasses, so I'm blind. Okay. Oh, here it is. 110, 111. I saw this and I just said, oh my gosh, I love it. It's so pretty. I love the paper that goes with it. So this is what we call a suite right here. This is a suite. Oh, let me take off the banner there for I'll just leave that on. Okay. So this right here this whole page right here is a suite. And the paper looks like this, and it's absolutely, I love it. It's beautiful. I actually, you can't see here, but I cut something out. So there's always a front and a back to the designer series paper, right? And look at these colors. So a lot of these colors from this designer series paper is the new colors. And I think I've mentioned this before, but on the back side of the of any of the packaging for Stampin' Up, and if it's a designer series paper, you have like the colors right there. I love it. So Azure Afternoon, Boho Blue, Bubble Bath, Cajun Craze is what we already have, that one, right? Copper Clay. I don't have all of the colors yet, and hopefully I could get them soon. But I will have them, and I'll show them to you. But you'll see it here in the designer series paper that I'm about to show you. Crushed Curry, we have that one. Early Espresso, we already have that. Garden Green, we have that. Lemon Lolly. Yeah, that's it. I've seen it. It looks cute. I love the paper. I love the color. Moody Mauve. Mauve? Mauve. I don't know. Pebbled Path. Pretty Peacock. We've had that once before, right? And then Wild Wheat. So a lot of those are new colors. And you can see it here. Here's one. And then this is beautiful paper, right? Oh, this one goes with this one. Let's get this like that. There we go. Okay. So here's some of it. Isn't this so pretty? Yeah, if nothing beats the real stuff when you get it. I swear. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? This is so pretty. I love this. I'm going to do something with this. I really am. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? You can't see it right there. There we go. Look at that. That's so, gosh dong. I'm not a scrapbooker, but this right here is a great scrapbooking page. Don't you agree? I mean, I do. anyways, great paper. And on the back side, they're normally, one is more graphic, right? And then the other side is always like patterns or solids. This looks, like I said, yeah, see? Anyways, beautiful paper. And here, so that's part of the suite, right, is this. And then we have this, which is the adhesive back solid gems right here. It's funny. They take, what a great angle, right? So I don't know if you could do that like that. But anyways, that's that. And then, dun, 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 it's the stamp set. So here's the bundle. It's right here. So here's the Cheerful Daisies as well as the dies. Let me move this out of the way. Let me show you what I got. And then after this, we'll make just a quick, very simple card, right? That's why I call it Simple Sunday. It's just, a lot of times it's just paper, ink, and a stamp set. That's all you really need. So let me show you. Oops, move this off to the side. Here we go. Cheerful Daisies, right? And here's the dies. I started using it. Cajun Craze is the color. What I did is because, you know what? Sometimes I don't know what it looks like. So here's the dies. Because I get the dies and I go, I don't know, what does it look like? So here, there's 14 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And there's 14 pieces. So here's the die set right here. I created, I cut everything out so we could see it. Here's the number for the Cheerful Daisies bundle. And it's so cool. Just doing this alone really helped me understand what this is. Like, you could put this on top of this solid here. And this goes on top of here. But you could also use this because they have the stamps. You can stamp it and then cut it out, right? Or you could stamp, and I'll have to show later on what that looks like. You could stamp, I think it's this, stamp this, and then put this on top. Sort of cool. But then, cut this out using this whole one. Great. You could be creative. That's the one thing that I love about Stampin' Up! Stuff is, like, you could be so creative with things. Same thing goes with this. I think this one is that. This is this right here, right? And then, oh, I was wondering what this is. I just realized what that is. So that is actually the die for this one right here. I don't know if you can see it, but right there. So those 3 little flowers. And then this is a leaf. That's a leaf. And then these are 2 of the little middle parts, right? And that's what those are. So let me show you what the stamps look like, because I showed a picture. Here it is with Cajun Craze right here. So this is the middle that I was talking about. And then these are all the sentiments that you get with it. Your friendship means everything. Oops a daisy, so sorry. Wishing you the brightest birthday. You made my day. And then this is actually a stem. It's in Cajun Craze, but really you should probably do it in like a garden, in an old olive. Is old olive still around? Let me see. Oh, Mossy Meadow. Yeah, doing it on Mossy Meadow. That's pretty good, right? So anyways, these are the stamps. Love it, right? It looks so good on camera. And then these are the dies. I love it. I think I'm going to start doing this just because, when you get these, a lot of times you just don't know. You have to mess with it. It's not like, believe me, I'm not the kind of person that is, oh, yeah, I know what to do. I know just what kind of card I'm going to make. A lot of times you just need a little bit of motivation. And so some of it is just understanding what it is, what it looks like. I mean, you get the picture, but I think nothing beats actually touching it, stamping with it, and then you get a feel of what it's like, right? To and then, you know, you could then you get I think you get inspired. And also looking at the catalogs, that really helps too, right? So anyways, so this is everything. That's what that is. So here's the card that I want to make with you guys, because this is, like I said, this is a very simple card. Super, super duper simple. Okay. And it's right it's this. Isn't it so pretty? It's actually one of the pictures in the designer series paper, and I'm going to show you it in a little bit. And in the inside, now because I don't have the newer colors, that's just I think it's Daffodil Delight, which is still around. Okay, we still have that color. It's not going anywhere. And I think this one is the, hold on, let me get the paper. Okay, let's see what it says here. I think it's, yeah, I think this is like crushed curry, but also the other lemon lolly. But I think it's more crushed curry. But anyways, I use the Daffodil Delight for this to make it yellow. But you know, it's okay. I like that they give you guides, but you could mix it. You know, it's not like, oh no, you have to use that, right? It's nice when you do. It is, and if you want to know what makes up the colors of the designer series paper, they have a guide for you, and I think that's great. Sometimes it's like, I don't know about you, but before I got into Stampin' Up, trying to match the colors, and it just was always hard. But now that Stampin' Up I love it that, you know, the colors carry on from the markers to the, you know, to the ink pads to the paper. And I love it. It's like one language that's throughout all the products, which is great. Um, but anyway, so here's the card. Very simple. I think the paper makes the card. Stampin' Up does a great job of I guess their paper is just so great that really you don't need to stamp or anything. I mean, if this was a more embellished card, like I could have done that, a more advanced card, but this is, like I said, this is Simple Sunday. We're gonna make this easy, right? Easy. Okay, so let's do it. Let's make this. Let's rock and roll here. Here's the paper, and this is what I'm talking about. So it's funny because at first I was looking at it going, how come they did it like this? But really, you could cut one of the pieces. And so here's one of the pieces. This is the piece that I'm talking about. Right there. Oops, you can't see it. Here, let me move this out of the way. There we go. So here's one of the pieces or sections from the designer series paper that we're going to cut out. So let's do this. Okay. Let's get this. You know, next week is Mother's Day. So I'm still debating if I should just do a pre-recorded, or let me know, you know, if you want a pre-recorded, or just take a break, right? It's Mother's Day. So hold on one second. Sorry, I'm just like discombobulated here. Okay, here we go. So I'm a mom. I have, oh, can you guys see my, oh, you can. Hold on a second. Actually, hold on really quick here. Hold on really, really quick. We'll just leave it out. Okay, so I am a mom, and I have 2 kids, and I'm a grandma. So people, when I tell them I'm a grandma, they're shocked. You know, my kids, one of my daughters got married early, and you know, that's, hold on 1 second, let me get this together here. Let me see. There we go. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Okay. So one of my kids got married early and had babies. And so yeah, I am young. Well, you know, as young as could be. I sometimes I say I'm old, but I'm not. I'm pretty young. Anyways, my two grandkids are 4 and 2. This year though, they're gonna be 5 and 3. Yeah, crazy, right? I know. So this is the little section of the card that I'm going to want. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this right around here. Let me see. I'm going to put my glasses on. There we go. And cut it up to a certain point. These in the paper cutter, I love that you could just stop, turn it, put it on your gauge here, right? And oopsies. So line it up here because there's a little see-through area. Bring your cutter to the point that you need it to go. Sometimes you could feel it. Yep. See? You could sort of feel it with the paper. It's sort of weird. Yeah. So anyways, that is that. We're going to need their basic white, the thick one. And this is actually 5.5 by, so this was 11. I cut it at 5.5. Cut it at 5.5, and this is 5.5 by 8.5. Okay, and now I'm gonna score it right here at the 4 1/4, right? Because that's half of 8.5. And see, though, this is your score, and this is your cutter. And you go ahead and fold that like so. I'm going to put this off to the side, and I'm going to use my bone folder here. Right, and I'm just going to, there you go. So, let me put this away. Oh, no, we still need this. So now we're going to take early espresso, and I have this, where's my scrap? Oh, hello. Here it is. So I'm going to take my scrap that I have, and we're going to cut this at, now, this right here is actually 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, right? 3 3/4, 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to go and cut the early espresso at 4 and 5.5. Okay. So I think this is already 5.5, and I'm going to cut this at 4. Just going to cut this at 4. There we go. Yes, for some of you, you can keep your scraps, you can not keep your scraps. You know, it's up to you. You end up with so many scraps, right? Like, you just end up with just a ton. So I'm going to put this here off to the side. Just put it right there. Okay. And let's see here. Put this here. And now I'm going to just take some of my liquid adhesive glue. So, yeah, I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. Here we go. This paper is so pretty. I'm going to use it and put it down here for a nice border. This is early early. This, yeah, it is early espresso cardstock. And we're going to go ahead and put it on your base. Like I said, this is so simple, right? You just can't be, you can either glue it directly. I used dimensionals. Okay. And you know, I think I've mentioned this before too. You can use the edges of, look at that, right? Of your dimensionals to don't waste it, right? There we go. And I'm going to do this. Put it over here. And let's just go ahead and put some in the middle. I know it doesn't look pretty, right? But people aren't going to see the middle. Or people aren't going to see your adhesives. Do this. And this. Yeah, I'm just going to put one of these here. Turn it around. And go like so. Now, since this is, you're only going to see the white on the sides. Okay. Yeah. Because the width of it is 5.5. Okay, but you'll see the whites on this side. Okay. And let's see here. Now we're going to go ahead and do the sentiment and the little image on the inside. Okay, so we're going to open it up here. I guess you could do it before or whenever, right? Let's go get the stamps. So I'm going to use this right here. And I used, like I said, Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to use this right here. So Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to stamp this once. Okay, and I'm going to stamp it off because I want it to be a faint, not something too harsh. So I stamped it off, and now I'm putting it down to give it a faint look. Okay, and then I'm going to take the lines of it, okay, which is, I'm going to make this one darker. Okay, I'm not going to stamp off on this. So I'm going to just, there you go. I don't know if you can see it. That's what it looks like. Right? Cute. And I'll clean these a little later. And then I'm going to take my early espresso, since that's what it looks like on the front part. We're going to use early espresso and put that on a little block here. And it's the little, I want to make sure I got the right, yeah. Here's the little piece. And I'm going to just, let me make sure really quick. I think it goes like this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it off once. And it's going to be just very faint. I'll put it right here. There we go. That's all you need. All you need. Okay. Put this over here. Clean that a little later. And then we used Your Friendship Means Everything. You know, that's the one thing about stamping, right? Is that you could have so many other sentiments. You don't have to use the sentiment that comes with it. You can go borrow one from another, you know, stamp set that you have. You like the picture, but you just don't want that sentiment. Oops, that's the wrong one. And, you know, that's what being creative is, right? Just knowing, like, that you want to switch it up sometimes. Like me. Oh my gosh, what is this one? Oh, I guess let's just do something different. This is going to be wishing you the brightest birthday. Yeah, let's do that. And then you just sort of center it, and I can't see it, so I have to bring it down here. Ta-da! Wishing you the brightest birthday. What a card. I swear. It's beautiful. The paper makes it. And that's it. That is it for that card. I love it. I hope you love it too. Really super simple. You need to make something quick. You know, you can do it with your stuff. So here is the, once again, here's the, whoops, here's the stamp set. And right there. So, hopefully, if you do get to purchase items from your Stampin' Up! And you pick my store to purchase it at that shop right there, see at the bottom, it's just sort of ticking across. Please do. I'll put a host code here in a little bit. Maybe you definitely see it by tomorrow. And if you use that host code and purchase $35 worth of product, and sure, you can get the whole bundle. Sorry, the table's shaking. I don't know how to make it not shake. Anyways, if you get it, then I will send you a little treat along with that. And yeah, I appreciate it if you do. So anyways, have a great evening and good night, everybody.